Hey, what's up everybody? TechChucker here, and welcome to episode 27 of This Week in Dioramas Season 2. We just hit a milestone. We hit 5,000 subscribers on the channel, and I have you guys to thank for that because obviously you guys are the ones that are subscribing. So thank you so very much for supporting this channel as much as you have. I mean, it's been so cool to be able to do this show. We started it in June of last year, and I think we've added a little over 2,000 subscribers since the channel, or not the channel, since the show started. And that's all of you guys. I'm blown away. Thank you so much. It's so cool to be able to chat with you guys, be it on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is. So keep it up. We're gonna be here for the long haul and just keep on going. As long as you guys are still there, I'm gonna keep doing the show. And with that, if you're new here and you're not really familiar with how the show operates, every week I go through Instagram looking for the coolest looking dioramas and I showcase them right here on the show. If you would like to be showcased in a future episode, all you need to do is upload your diorama pictures to Instagram and tag them with the hashtag Thisweekindioramas. I hope you guys really enjoyed the San Diego Comic-Con. It's obviously different, but I'm interested to know, what was your favorite reveal? What was your favorite pre-order that you put in? My favorite, gotta be the NECA Raja Toka 2-pack. I'm so excited, and I'm really happy that NECA decided to do it this way with the pre-order. You've got until August 7th to be able to get that pre-ordered, so make sure if you're interested in that, get that order in. But again, in the comments, let me know, what was your favorite San Diego Comic-Con virtual reveal this year, and let me know what you are pre-ordering and what you're super excited about. And with that, don't forget, for all of your ordering needs, make sure you go to Nate's Toy Shop and Collectibles on Facebook. He is a great guy. If you don't know him, go check out his YouTube channel. I have got several orders with him that I'm excited to get. He is a very honest guy. He's very fair. His prices are great. So make sure you go to his Facebook page, which is Nate's Toys and Collectibles, and get on that page and start ordering your toys from him, and you won't be disappointed at all. We're just about ready to get going, but we can't get started until we've revealed the winner of last week's fan vote, and your winner is the TMNT Dio by Turtle Comic. Congratulations, you are now entered into the Grand Championship vote coming at the end of the year. Make sure you all stay tuned till the end of this video where you'll get another chance to vote for your favorite on the community tab on my channel. Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing going, but don't forget, at the very end of the episode will be that slideshow of a lot of the other dioramas that I was not able to showcase here. But jumping right on in, we are starting off with art by, what do we got? Art by Destroy. And this is an absolutely amazing diorama. The detail on here is so awesome. It's a train, like a subway train. The paintwork on here, everything is so realistic. I love that. I love the gas mask on here. Funny story, maybe it's funny. I went to Menards the other day, and there's this kid wearing a full gas mask like that. I couldn't tell if it was more of a sarcastic, satirical, or that was just what he had, but it made me laugh. But back to the diorama. This thing is so incredible. I love all of the detail on here. You've got the little grass and whatnot growing down. It's just chock full of detail. The skill set on here, I mean, just look at the paint on the actual train tracks and then on the billboard as well. I mean, everything is run down. It's tagged with graffiti all over the place. I mean, this is just amazing. And I love even the fact that you textured this piece up on the front to also throw in a little bit more detail to full on complete this thing. I mean, it's an underground view, as though they just cut it off of the side of a mountain or whatever the heck this is from. It's awesome, and it looks like there is a little skeleton buried underneath there. That is awesome. There's so many cool details. So, I mean, this is the kind of thing that I just absolutely love to be able to showcase because there's so many cool details, and it's so fun to be able to see this stuff. So thank you very much for sharing. Coming up next, this one is from Christoph Customs. It is a Terminator display piece, and I really like it. He's calling it a NECA Terminator Tech Noir custom diorama. I am digging the atmosphere that you've got here, especially with the little smoke effect that you've got. It looks super cool, and they always present their dioramas very, very professionally when they post their pictures, which is super cool. Nice bokeh with that blurry background, super cool. Obviously this thing is great for pictures. It's kind of like a little bar almost from which scene is that? I forget. Really cool display piece. Lots of great details throughout. All the cool little lights are awesome. You got a little mirror. That is awesome. I really dig this piece. You did a great job on it as always. So awesome job to Christoph Customs. This next one is coming from Star Marvel 76, and I am a sucker for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and this thing is amazing. I love all of the detail that you've got throughout. The walls look awesome, and I especially love the kind of the concrete that is partially covering the brick. It's obviously fallen off a little bit. Love all the signage. There's, like I said, tons of detail on here. And check out this little sewer piece here. That is so gross. There's a little piece of pizza sitting there. Wow, this is awesome. And check this out. Look at that. That is amazing. I love the way that turned out. The lighting with the blue. Oh, that really works so well. And check that out. Very nice, very clean on the outer edge. I don't know, that's just something that I really appreciate when you guys go and you actually complete those edges. Same with here, it just makes it into a complete piece, and I really appreciate that time and effort. Just check that out. So many cool details throughout this piece. Little cereal boxes and just tons of props. And props is something that really adds to the realism of these dioramas. And so the more props you can add, the more lights you can add is always going to make these things that much better, and really digging what you've done here. And we've got another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles diorama coming from Mike Shamrock out of Fort Collins, Colorado. As y'all know, you like turtles. I like turtles too. Always displayed your old TMNT around turtle tanks, but always wanted to have a custom shelf. So July 3rd, went down TMNT YouTube rabbit hole and started with Diorama. He's a very, very good person to check out for some inspiration and learning. And I have to say, you did a great job on this diorama. I love all of the ooze that you've got dripping down. Absolutely disgusting looking, and that is a good thing. It is so cool. The pipes look awesome. You did a great job with the weathering. Just overall looks awesome. Here is some of the work in progress. It just looks so good. I would say you might not need as many magnets in the future. Mostly I'm cheap. And so I try to use as few magnets as possible so I can make them go as long as... You might not have needed all of these. Now I see that there might have been a little bit of a bow, so you might have been trying to get rid of that. But you probably don't need as many of those magnets. Just for future note, it's not going to hurt. It's definitely never going to hurt. But look at this. This is so cool. I love the work in progress pics. We got a nice little mouser there. This thing turned out very, very nicely, so great job on a really cool looking diorama. It's going to be an awesome way to be able to display your figures, and look at that. That is super cool. Oh, so nice. This one really impressed me. This is from the Crusader Returns, and when I first saw it, I was like, whoa, this is amazing. What am I looking at? And it is a bat cave. He's calling it a post-apocalypse bat cave. It's a DIY project I've been working on for the past year. Very first attempt at a diorama. Take a note. Take a pause. First diorama. This is looking absolutely amazing. You've got a really cool stairway coming up, and everything, I mean, the rocks, the stone, it all looks so realistic. You've got stalagmites, I don't remember which one's poked down, but this thing is awesome. I mean, you really bit off a big project, especially as your first diorama. You actually have a tablet here, it looks like. My guess is that's functional. That is sweet. I did post and ask if they had more pictures, and sure enough, they've got a few more pictures. Let's cycle through these. I mean, this thing is so incredibly epic. Look at all these little props and details and whatnot. You get a little poster board or like a pegboard back here. Not peg, cork board. I mean, it's just chock full of cool ideas and details and whatnot, and I'm really digging on it. So thank you very much for posting, and thank you for posting the extra pictures that I had asked for earlier. And next, coming from Nathaniel James 01. Fun to paint these trees or not? I don't know. That's my best Yoda impression. Let's go ahead and play this video. So we're gonna go to his next post, which shows the actual diorama completed, but I wanted to show this little time lapse because I love time lapses, and this one's kind of fun because it's in a collage format, so it's a little different. But you can see they're painting up these little rocks from not rocks, trees, and it's always fun to see the process of how people get from start to finish on these dioramas, and this is really, really cool. So let's jump into his actual diorama here. This is really, really well done. I think you did a great job. The trees, the vines, it all looks so realistic, so natural looking. Paint tones are looking awesome. Love the little bit of fog that you've got kind of throughout here, and then you added in a nice flat space that you can throw in some figures. You've got R2 right now. Obviously Luke and Yoda would be an awesome pick to throw in there as well. So awesome job on a really cool looking diorama. Next is coming from Jason Jensen Trains, and this thing is awesome. They're up all night working on the diorama. Definitely be adding lots of dirt and grime, and so I wanted to showcase this. It is work in progress, but it is already turning out awesome, and they've got a work in progress pic that we're going to look at in just a sec. But just look at the weathering on these tanks. That is amazing looking. You really did a great job. I'm guessing this one still needs to get painted up a little bit more, but even the floor looks amazing. I mean, this is really well done. Let's check this out. This is what it looked like. These are little Red Bull cans. How crazy is that? I mean, that is that's amazing. And then all of these little plastic pipes that you've got. I mean, this thing is just looking amazing. I think you've done a great job already. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like when you are complete. When you are done. We'll just say that, because your weathering is looking stellar. It looks so good. So great job. Can't wait to see what it looks like when it is finished. Coming up next from Diorama Boy, another amazing diorama. He always puts out amazing work, and this piece is no different. It is so realistic looking. Brickwork on point, perfect looking, and check out the ground here. You've got some debris like dirt or whatever strewn throughout, and that looks awesome. That attention to detail is so cool. And then I would say your debris prop work is second to none. I mean, it's always placed perfectly. I don't know if you glue this down or if you just throw it in. Maybe you have a big bucket of debris that you use for all of your pictures and whatnot, but it's always put in there so naturally looking, as though it really was just thrown there in real life. Nice graffiti. That tag looks awesome. Just everything about your work is so good and looks so natural. I love the lights. You always use lights on your dioramas, and I really appreciate that. This door looks awesome. Everything on here just looks so good. So as always, make sure you are following Diorama Boy, and hit him up if you're interested in some of his work, because I know he sells his pieces. This one is coming from Fernando Rojas. Amazing piece. It is a bathroom, and it is so good. His work is so detailed, just like so many of the creators here, but he always goes above and beyond with that detail. The weathering always looks amazing. This toilet, urinal, everything, even like down to the 5-gallon bucket. I mean, we've all gone into some nasty gas station bathroom that has a 5-gallon bucket, and you're like, what is this all about? There's always something in these bathrooms that you're just like, really? Why is that here? and I really love this. It's got some nice tagging graffiti throughout here. The paintwork is awesome. Look at that. This is just a tiny little piece with his hand in there. It really shows that scale. And I just, look at that. You've even got little bits of toilet paper that they must not be able to flush it, so they got to throw it. I don't even know. It's just, like I said, we've all been to a bathroom like this, and it's so disgusting, and it's so on point. So great job on, yet again, another amazing diorama. Here we go, this one from Wholesome Toy Family, Super Spooky Cemetery diorama. And yes, this is awesome. That is Jason, I believe. If I'm not correct, someone will correct me in the comments. But this thing is awesome. The picture, let's go back to the picture. First up, no, get me back into the picture. My computer's acting up. Just the look of this, he's obviously in a grave, looks awesome, and then we get a wider shot of the actual diorama. Looks very, very nice. It's a little bit harder to see the detail, and that's probably maybe your camera is just having a tough time with picking up the details, but it looks really good. Even through the slight blurriness of the picture, you can still see the really, really good detail. I love all the leaves that you got throughout here. You can see the freshly dug dirt there, nice little coffin. It just looks really cool. You did a great job on this piece. Looks like it's fully collapsible for storage. These little wrought iron gates or fences, those look awesome, painted up really nicely. So this is just a stellar looking diorama. You did a great job on it. This one I actually held up from last week because Laser Shot had two really cool dioramas that I wanted to showcase, and I don't normally hold over posts, especially now with the slideshow, but I really wanted to showcase this, and so I held it over for this week. This is an Avengers kind of destroyed diorama. I don't know if it's still available or not. Hit them up if this is something you're looking for. I think you did a great job of mixing the kind of monochromatic color of just the dark black gray with a few colors to make it really pop. I think you did a great job. Then you could throw in maybe like a who's a brighter Avenger? Captain America would be good because he's gonna contrast nice with the reds that you got there. But this thing looks awesome. All of the debris looks really good. You did a nice job with the paint. It's just a fun looking diorama. And I didn't notice this before, but you've got a little bit of a sky print off of some sort. That looks really nice as well. Finishes it off perfect. It's gonna look awesome on a shelf with a few figures on here. Just a great piece. This one's coming from the Shadow Gallery 718. It is The Crow. And what do we got? Latest diorama by request. Favorite movie? Iconic window scene. Check this out. That is sick. All of those little shingles must be little popsicle stick ends that you clipped off. This looks awesome. You really nailed this piece, and especially the window. That looks amazing. You really did a great job with this. The paintwork on here looks awesome. It just, wow, you really nailed it. Look at that. That is a great display. Iconic is definitely the word to use with this, so great job. This one is from Ranakquil's Hobby. I'm not sure if I got that right, but this is kind of a dystopian, destroyed kind of building. I love the little detail that you've got here with the, geez, I can't think of the word. I'm at a loss for the words, whatever those things are. This is terrible, I should know. But the damage that you've done on here looks so good. I love the paint job. Again, very unique and different from what we typically see with this kind of white monochromatic look. And then you throw in a little bit of color here, and there's a little bit of red right in there. I'm wondering what that's all about. I like it though. broken out window, very, very nice. And then on the back side, you've got actual brick. Maybe that's what the red I was seeing was, is a little bit of the brick. This one is coming from DJ's Dioramas. We just have the one picture. It's a mezco toy factory. You can see the little mezco symbol up there, little mezco up there. Looks very nice. It's kind of your standard warehouse design, and I really like it, but you took a different approach to it by giving it a brand name, and I like that. I like it a lot. These windows up here look awesome. You did a great job. The bricks are on point, looking really good. Love the little warning painted on stencil that you got there. Just a great piece that's going to be awesome for pictures. You just did a really nice job on it. Next, coming from Figures and Photography, we have an X-Men diorama. Commission is complete, so this must be sold. Hit them up if you are interested in something like this. They do a lot of these two-piece dioramas. Very, very nicely done. This X is perfect. The paint on there is so good. It just looks awesome, and I love the little posters that you added on here, but you left it open so that they can put all of their figures on that they want. Look at that little bit of weathering on there. That looks so nice. Really digging it. And again, still can't remember the stupid name of these things. I know the name and I just can't think of it. It's so dumb. So somebody mock me in the comments, because it's fully warranted. This one is coming from Seething Customs, and I really like this diorama. It looks very nice. I especially, I noted in the comment, or in a DM, we were chatting back and forth just a little bit. I really like the yellow that you chose for the curb here, the warning. It just really makes it pop even more. The gutter looks awesome, and then a little bit of nice line. The paint line on the street looks awesome. It's just an all-around great diorama piece. Anybody would be happy to be able to have this. It is for sale, so hit them up in their DMs if this is something you are interested in, because this is a really nice piece. I can't imagine it's going to sit around all that long. Next is coming from the 3D hut. It is so tiny, again, so unique. It's a diorama in a bottle of sorts, and it is super cool. What I really love is the fact that the glass here, it kind of changes the perspective or the look of the trees, so they look like they're actually warping in a little bit more than maybe they actually are. I mean, look at the grass, the wood, all of this is so amazing looking. It's so unique. You've got like a little cliff and then a little river creek that is going through, and it actually looks realistic. Turn the lights off, you got these little glow-in-the-dark things. I don't know what this is from, but I really like it, and that's why I absolutely had to showcase it here. And next up, coming from Rhino Dioramas. If you're not familiar with them, go to rhinodioramas.com and also follow them on Instagram. They do lots of 3D printed items, and they also do some pretty amazing dioramas like this one. It is a 1/6 scale Resident Evil 2-seller diorama. Said that weird. The paintwork on here is stellar. You really did a nice job with the weathering. It looks so incredible. The texture that you added on here is also really cool, very unique. Just lots of options for being able to display your figures, and check that out. Some really nice water damage that you did throughout this piece. Just very, very well done. So check out Rhino Dioramas if you haven't already. This one's coming from Dioramas Clow. It is, you know what, I translated this before. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles diorama, and it's modular, so you can take all of these pieces and kind of move them about into different configurations to match what you need for your pictures. I really like it. I like this cowabunga that you've got painted on there, and then the water effects that you've got also look very, very nice. You can see a top view here. We got a nice little pipe. That's kind of a cool effect or addition that don't always see, which is kind of fun. Some nice ladder here, and lots of cool details and lots of different options for being able to change this up into different configurations. You can see it comes into 3 pieces, so I am really digging this piece. And heck, you could expand this even further by adding even more pieces. You could make it a really long piece with walls on both sides at some point. You could do so much to add to this. And you know what? Let's back up. I really like this tile that you've got for the floor. Very, very different, unique, because we don't usually see quite this texture, and I am really digging on it, so great job. Next, coming from Dioramas, again, different language, but it looks like it is a RoboCop display. Not a lot of color, but there is a lot of tone difference in the color that I really like. It just looks really cool. This, I'm assuming this is a door. Maybe it's just, I don't know what it is, but it looks really good. This damage that you've got right here in this column looks awesome. We've got a closer up shot there, a little bit of wire in there. Maybe it's I keep wanting to say wrought iron. It's not wrought iron. I cannot think of the stupid word. What is the name of that stuff that you use to strengthen concrete? What the heck is that? Okay, I am gonna go look, because I don't even know how to search for this. What is this? Strengthen concrete. What is this? Rebar. Holy cow, rebar. I figured it out. It's rebar. I like the rebar. Sorry, you had to go on that little expedition with me. But you did a really nice job on this piece. The sculpting looks awesome. The paint looks really good. So very, very nice job on this really cool looking diorama. This one I wanted to showcase. It is definitely a work in progress, but this one is so incredibly epic that I had to showcase it now. This is from MT Dio Art. It is nearly as tall as a person. It is a Masters of the Universe. It looks like it's for a Super 7 figures. This thing is already absolutely epic. I cannot wait to see what this thing's gonna look like when it is done. I'm thinking that he is doing these blocks individually, which is insane. That's so much detail. At least they're not the size of like bricks. They're a little bigger, but holy cow, that's a lot of time and effort. This little dragon looks amazing. It looks to be hand carved. Wow, this is absolutely going to be so phenomenal looking. Please, please, when you finish it, and hurry up, but when you finish it, do make sure that you tag it so that we can see this thing. And then last but not least, I wanted to showcase this one from Freda0204, Star Wars display piece. The sand looks awesome. The little wall looks great. Obviously, the picture is super cool with the TIE fighter in here. Now, my question is, because this is a behind the scenes, I don't see the TIE fighter. So my question is this photoshopped in, or are we just not seeing the behind the scenes with the actual TIE fighter? I'd love to know that, because if this is a practical addition to the picture, amazing. If it's photoshopped, then I have to say you matched the lighting and the color perfectly. So either way, great job. All right, we are again at the end of another awesome showcase of some pretty amazing dioramas, but we aren't quite done yet. We need to reveal my top 5, and you'll get your chance to vote for your favorite on the community tab on my channel. And also don't forget the slideshow at the very end of this episode, where you'll get to see even more really cool dioramas. But my top 5 are the Train Tunnel Dio by Art by Destroy, the TMNT Layer Dio by Star Marvel 76, the TMNT Sewer Dio by Mike Shamrock, the Bat Cave Dio by The Crusader Returns, and the Dagobah Star Wars Dio by Nathaniel James 01. Again, make sure you go to the community tab on my channel after you are done watching the show and vote for your favorite, and I will reveal the winner next week. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe and bell notification if you haven't already. Share this video out with as many people as you can. And again, thank you so much for helping me get to 5,000 subscribers. The channel just wouldn't be going if it wasn't for you guys watching. So thank you very much, and I will see you next week.